Hey! Welcome to the Creativity City. Today, I'm testing baking hacks from So Yummy. Before this video, I tested 5-minute crafts baking hacks, and that went relatively well. So today I decided to test some more baking hacks, but this time from So Yummy. I don't watch So Yummy, but these baking hacks look alright, so I'm going to see if they actually are alright or if they're like horrible and just not what they seem. So let's get into the video. First up, we have the plastic knife hack, which is basically that a plastic knife cuts cleaner than a metal knife. The plastic cut this brownie great, it was smooth, and there aren't any crumbs on the plastic knife. Now let's try the metal knife. The metal knife cuts pretty good too, but there were a lot of crumbs on it, and I just don't think it was as smooth, so I'm going to say that this hack does work. By the way, it doesn't matter which knife you use, the brownies are still delicious. What I want to know is if a plastic knife cuts hot brownies better than a metal knife. I know a metal knife doesn't work very good, so I want to know if the plastic knife is any different. If you do use a plastic knife for cutting hot brownies or any other dessert alike, please comment below the results. And now it's time for hack number 2, which is DIY non-stick spread. This is pretty simple. You put some butter and cocoa powder in a bowl, mix it up, and then you've got your own DIY non-stick spread. Now I'm going to add the non-stick spread to a pan, bake the brownies in it, and then I'm going to take it out of the oven and see how well the brownies come out. Here are the brownies. Now it's time to take them out. I'm using a spatula, and they immediately come off the bottom. This hack worked really well because the brownies came out really easy and cleanly. So yes, this non-stick spread does work. I do have a few problems with it though. Welcome to my secret lair. So what are the problems that I have with this baking hack? Okay, first of all, doesn't everyone already use butter as a non-stick spread? Maybe it's just me, but seems like a lot of people use butter as a non-stick spread. Why would you add cocoa powder to butter? Honestly, yes, the hack works, but all that you do by adding cocoa powder to butter is you get a brown substance that looks more like food in a non-stick spread, and you waste a dish. So, can you really call this a hack? Anyways, back to the kitchen. Now it's time for the third hack, which is the beater plus pie tin hack. It's time to mix our dry ingredients and time to use this hack. I'm using a beater, 2 beater attachments, and a pie tin. First, I cut 2 holes in the pie tin using a knife. Then I pushed the beater attachments into the hole, and then I attached the beater attachments to the beater. This is the wonky looking thing that I got. Is this really supposed to be a hack? It looks crazy. Here's the full view of it. Yep, I'm going to use this. Let's hope that this wonky looking thing works. The purpose of this hack is to stop stuff from flying all over the place while you are mixing it. I mixed up the dry ingredients. It seems so far like this hack is working. The dry ingredients are mixed up and they're not all over the counter. But now it's time to go for the big dog. We're going to mix both the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients together and see how well this hack works. So far, so good. The batter looks pretty good. There's nothing on the counter, so I'm going to give this hack a thumbs up. The only thing is that these beater, pie tin, whatever you want to call it, doesn't mix the batter very good if the bowl is too deep and it can't reach everything. So definitely be careful which bowl you use. Okay, we're going to take a break from our video so I can show you something really, really important and cool. So I have this website, and on there, I do blog companions to every video. And of course, I have a blog companion for this video too. It's really awesome and cool, and you need to read it. I mean, it's free. So go to the link in the description, and it will bring you to the blog companion. Or just look up www.thecreativitycity.com, and it will bring you to my website where you can find my blog companion. So please check that out. And now let's get back into the kitchen. Now it's time for the fourth hack, the ultimate frosting hack. guess what? For the ultimate frosting hack, you're going to need frosting. I have an old bin that still has some frosting left, so I'm going to scoop some of the new frosting into the old frosting bin, so just give me a second to do that. Alright, now we're ready to do the next crazy thing. Brace yourself. You are going to put the frosting in the microwave and melt it. If you're like me, this sounds absolutely crazy. But I actually realized that it's genius. If you've ever iced a cake, you know that usually the thick icing tears up some of the cake, so then you get this crumbly icing cake and it looks horrible. But if you thin the frosting, you can just pour it on and then spread it around a lot easier. This hack is actually genius and it worked great. And now it's time for the final hack, the moist cake hack. For this hack, you're going to need dry cake, a little bit of honey, preferably leftover honey, and hot water. Put the honey and hot water in a bowl, mix it together, and then dip your cake in it. Actually, don't dip it or this happens. Instead, add just a little bit of water on top of your cake, and that will make it moist or soggy if you add too much. I have a few problems with this hack, so let's go to my secret lair. Hello, and welcome to another one of my secret lairs. So what do I have a problem with this hack? First of all, if you add too much of the water, it makes it really soggy, just disgusting and what? It's pretty bad. It still works, but I'd rather just get moist cake mix from the store. So instead of making dry cake so that I have to use this hack, I'll just make moist cake. Makes sense, right? So those are my big problems with this hack. But I guess I'll take this hack and give it a okay. So the conclusion is, these hacks work, but I wouldn't consider all of them real hacks. Some of them just weren't the easiest path like a hack should be. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And please like and share this video. Thank you. Bye.